Hello friend, we have discussed now the another topic of banking and finance special paper 3. We are looking here the law related to banking in India, and we looking the first point, the Bank Regulation Act 1949. The previous lecture we discussed now the some of the other point of the Bank Regulation Act 1949. Today we discuss now the reserve fund, cash reserve, liquid asset, the provision under the Bank Regulation Act. So all the provisions under the BR Act 1949 not apply to the nationalized bank, but some of the specific provisions are applied to these nationalized bank. And some of the important provisions we also discussed in earlier lecture, like the definition of bank and banking company, functions and restrictions on the banking company, management of banking company, and the paid up capital requirement. Today we discuss now the reserve fund and cash reserve under section 17 and 18. Also we discuss now the liquid asset under the section 24. And reserve fund and cash reserve is the important function under these Bank Regulation Act 1949. Reserve fund is deal with the section 17, and why the banking companies create the reserve fund, it is looking necessary in the case of the emergency and avoiding the situation of any economic crisis. Every banking company is need to create the reserve fund. So now these days many bank become defaulter, many bank failing their business, and bank corruption is increased. That's why the Bank Regulation Act, this provision is also important to create a reserve fund and deposit their profit share into the reserve fund. So every banking company incorporated in India are obligated to create a reserve fund, and out of their balance of the profit each year they deposit certain percent of amount for the purpose of at least 20% of share of their profit. They deposit into this reserve fund. So the total 80% amount is they can use for their another purposes, for the investment purpose and for the use of the other functions. But 20% amount they must be deposited into the reserve fund, and it is important for the principle of the banking function of the liquidity, profitability, and so reserve fund is important provision under the section 17. So next is some of the points that reserve fund, if a banking company the appropriate any sum for the reserve fund or the share premium account, it has to report the fact the RBI within the 21 days. So whatever condition of their reserve fund, how much amount into their fund into the balance in their balance sheet, and how much amount is a shortage in their balance sheet, it is the necessary to inform the RBI within the 21 days is under the section 17. Is not applicable to foreign bank the operating in India, but they are required to keep deposit 20% of their profit in the approval of securities. So for in regarding the foreign bank is not create reserve fund, but they deposit 20% of their profit shares in the approved security. And about the non-scheduled bank, this section is not applicable, but they also create the account in RBI and deposit the 20% of share of their profit. So reserve fund is important for all banking companies, and for their precautionary purpose and their security purpose. So security purpose they create the reserve fund, and it is the obligation to all banking companies they create the reserve fund. But foreign bank companies is not obligate. They can deposit 20% in approved securities, and non-scheduled bank deposit into RBI account. The another important is the provision is under section 18, which is earlier we study in the RBI Act 1934 section 24, means just like the CRR, cash reserve ratio. It deal with the provision maintain the cash reserve by the non-scheduled bank. Every banking company, not non-scheduled bank, shall maintain the bar cash in reserve with self or by way the balance in the account of reserve bank. So every banking company keep the certain percent of cash amount in deposit into this reserve, means cash reserve. So in respect of their in the proportion of their total demand and liabilities, they deposit the at least 3% of amount. So way or net balance current in account or in one or more of the report side, weigh the sum by equivalent to at least 3% of total of its demand and time liabilities in India on the last Friday of second preceding fortnight. So within the 15 days, whatever their condition of the cash reserves in the proportion of their demand and time liabilities of their total deposits, it's informed to the RBI. And this report shall be submitted within the 29 days to bank whatever condition of their cash and whatever how much amount is the short and how much amount is the excess. Because excess amount is give the interest rate to the banking companies, and the shortage amount is charges penalty by the reserve bank on their sides. So cash reserve under section 18 in such Friday on any Friday is the public holiday under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. The bank can submit their report to the next working day. And holidays like the Eid, holiday like the Diwali, any occasions there is the holiday in the submission day, then they can submit their report the next working day. This is the similar section in 24 given the scheduled banks in RBI Act 1934, and it's called the cash reserve ratio. So RBI pay the interest rate to banking company with the excess balance and 3% of total cash balance. So but not payable to stage of minimum requirement balance. Minimum requirement balance is the 3%. So there is the, if 3% of minimum balance, there is no interest rate paying by the reserve bank to the banking company, but excess of the this cash balance 3%, they give the interest rate to the banking company. And it is important that in case of the not maintain the stipulated minimum cash margin with the RBI, if any bank is unable to maintain their cash balance, that time payable the penal interest rate 2 to 3% within their 15 days or alternative Friday's situation. If these mistakes is repeat again the next 15 days, means the twice in the month, that time the 5% of interest rate charged by the bank for the banking companies. So another next is our section is section 24, the liquid asset. It deals with the maintain of certain percentage of asset in runs. The follow every banking company expect the hold different has maintained some percentage of liquid asset. So total liquid asset bank cannot invest in other market and not take the whole money for their profit purpose. So maintain certain percent of liquid asset in the bank account is also important under the section 24. So every banking company shall maintain the cash, gold and approved securities which is the value at a price not exceeding the current market. So amount close of business on a day be less than 20% of total demand and time liabilities in India. So in the proportionate with the cash, gold and approved securities, the 20% amount or less than 20% amount is required to be kept outside as per the liquid asset section 24. Similar kind of the section is also mentioned in RBI Act 1934. So they maintain their liquidity principle in the form of cash, gold and approved security at least the 20%. So liquid asset is section under 24, and it is deal with the submission monthly returns. Bank also submit their monthly returns about the status of the liquid asset, how much amount is the excess, how much amount is the shortage for the as per the rules of the RBI or the section 24. The RBI may notify the time to time specified percentage liquid asset to be maintained by banking company. How much liquid asset required to the gift outside is suggested by the RBI in their monetary policy and time to time review and notify to the bank how much percentage. Like this current situation, it is the 19.5, and as per the situation, the RBI can change this proportion liquid asset section 24. So every banking company after the completion of month within the 21 days they can submit their report in prescribed form, means the whatever their condition of the liquid asset. And similar kind of section is 42 for the scheduled bank is mentioned in RBI Act 1934. So it is called the statutory liquidity ratio SLR, which is mentioned in section 24 RBI Act 1934. And the liquid asset section 24 is also explained that in case of inadequacy, the liquid asset of the banking company shall be liable to pay penal interest rate. So any banking company is failed to maintain this liquid asset as per the norms of the RBI Bank Regulation Act 1949, the rate of interest penal the 3%, and the default is repeat, then the rate penalty will be increased 5%. So within the 15 days they not maintain the adequate ratio, that time 3% penal interest rate, and whenever they repeat their mistake, that time 5% of interest rate charged by the RBI. In the case of bank, the register outside the India but carrying business in country not required to have minimum maintain certain percent of liquid asset. So foreign banks not required to maintain this liquid asset in India, means the SLR. The brief summary: the banking company which operate in India shall be maintain minimum percent of cash reserve. So minimum percent of cash reserve is required to the bank, and asset in form of gold approved security at the price which is the equal to current market price. So all the asset not the invest in anywhere, and some of the asset is maintained in the bank account because it is necessary for the any unwanted crisis backup plan of the every banking company. So every banking company need to their backup plan, and that's why they create the reserve fund or the liquid asset keeps the outside. So minimum maintaining the minimum cash reserve or liquid asset, the important provision ensuring stability, and the for prepare for the any emergency or the any economic crisis or stability of banking companies, they need a certain percent of the reserve, and gaining of public confidence, because the liquidity is also important function of banking company. That's why they create the reserve fund and keep outside the cash reserve ratio or liquid asset SLR. The next is the reference books. You can refer the Nirali publications books or Success publication book. You can see the both books at this point, the cash reserve ratio, liquid asset ratio, and the reserve fund provisions. So assignment question: they explain the following provision of banking companies under the Bank Regulation Act 1949. It is a 12-mark question. The asking the paid up capital provision, reserve fund provision, cash reserve provision, and liquid asset provision. The paid up capital under the section 11 and 12, reserve fund for section 17, cash reserve for section 18, and liquidity asset into the section 24. So this kind of question asked on this topic. So any 4 provisions asked for the 12 marks. So thank you for watching this video. The next time we watching the next video and discussing the another provisions in detail. Thank you.